Hello, I'm Vicky Schettini, those of you who do not know me, and I'm doing this little short video just to introduce myself. I am a real estate investor, and I wanted to tell you a little bit about some of the struggles I have had, not all of them, but in the last 4 years, the last 4 years. So originally I was doing flips in California, and really I got tired of doing flips. It was just not getting me to where I wanted to be, which flips are good if you do like to do flips. And what I mean by that is you buy a house, you fix it up, and you sell it for a higher amount. They're great, but I needed to get passive income, and passive income is rental properties. You're not doing anything, you just have money coming in, rental income coming in. One of my mentors on one time said, I want to have thousands and thousands of people, actually said, I have thousands and thousands of people going to work for me every day. And I love that. I want to have hundreds and hundreds. That's the word he used, hundreds and hundreds. So I want to have hundreds and hundreds of people going to work for me every day. So, in 2014, my daughter graduated. I'm a single mom, and I only have one daughter. She graduated high school, and she went off to Louisiana. So, I'm in California, and I'm thinking, why am I here? I'm doing flips, but the market was just getting so tight that the profit just kept going down, getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and that's really not what I wanted to do anyways. So I decided to buy some rental properties. I bought 2 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and I thought it was phenomenal. I mean, which it was compared to California. You either in California, you could do rentals, but you're doing more rentals for future value. Wasn't so concentrated on future value. I wanted the income coming in monthly. So I bought those houses in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was very excited over those houses, and then when I went to see those houses, I decided to go, and one of my friends said, let's go to Jackson, Mississippi. And I thought, okay, we'll just go and, see your friends. We stopped in Jackson, and of course, everywhere I go, I check the market. So in Jackson, I started looking at the market, and I realized, wow, the numbers are phenomenal here. So I packed my bag. Once my daughter went off to school, I packed my stuff, and in November 2014, I drove across country and came to Jackson, Mississippi. Now, before moving out here, I had talked to an investor. She had some properties for sale, and I was buying one from her. I put some money down in an escrow company, and I just head on. I mean, I just took a leap of faith, and I just took off. Now, the one thing, if you know me or you'll hear me talk about a lot, I'll say wit. Wit, my mom taught me from when I was little. You do whatever it takes. In anything, all your goals, any aspect of my life, I just do wit. I do whatever it takes. And I never give myself an escape clause. And what I say about an escape clause, how many times have you ever said, okay, I'm going to do this, but if that doesn't work out, I'm going to do this other thing? Well, that's an escape clause. I don't give myself an escape clause. That whatever I set to do, it's going to work, and failure is not an option. So I get here to go back to my story, I get here to Jackson, Mississippi, and the lady I was buying the house from, she was talking to me the whole time up until about an hour of me getting here, and she just fell off the face of the earth. So now I'm in Jackson, Mississippi. I don't know anybody, and I'm homeless because literally I was just supposed to come in, sign on the dotted line, and move in, but now she disappeared. I don't even know where she's at. Nothing. So I go, and the first week, I remember I got a really nice hotel, and I started talking to people trying to find properties, which it was great experience because I met some phenomenal people. Phenomenal. And I'll give a shout out to Cindy Crane out there. So she helped me out trying to find my first house, and I did get a house. The only problem is The owner that had it, he had just bought it from the family of somebody. It was, bottom line, the house was going through probate. The owner had passed away, the kids were selling it to him, and he was selling it to me. So we had to wait for the probate. Now mind you, I'm homeless. And every week, like the first week I got a nice hotel, then I went to like the bottom line of the hotel, then I went into a nice motel. So it just kept going down, 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 down. Every week it would go down. So I was running out of money. I didn't have enough money because we didn't know how long this whole thing was going to take. So it was very depressing, very, very depressing. And everybody was telling me, well, just come back home. But I didn't have that escape clause. So failure was not an option. I was going to push through and get it done. I mean, I was probably calling them all the time, and they were probably irritated with me, but I just needed to get in. So finally, I get into the first house, and it was a 1950 house. Nothing had been done to it. Same shaggy carpet. It was still the same way as 1950. It was an elderly man living there, and you could tell he had accidents on the carpet, but I didn't care. It was my house. And as I told you, every week I would trade to a lower and lower motel. The last one was really depressing. Like, I wouldn't even, my socks were too good to walk on that floor because it was gross. It was really gross. So I moved into this house, and now by the time I turned on the utilities, I had $500 left to my name. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how am I going to fix this house up now? You know, I can't hire anybody with $500, and I need to live. I need to pay utilities. So I started selling my stuff that I had in the trailer. When I moved across country by myself, I bought a 24-foot trailer, and I packed it with everything I was going to bring. Now, it was good that I did that, because that's the same items that I sold on eBay. So number one, I can pay my utilities, buy some food. Number two, now I needed to buy materials and learn how to fix this house. Pinterest and YouTube became my best friends. So during the day, I would work on eBay, get that stuff going. And then in the afternoon, I would go and do something on the house. And then at night, I would learn a video, what was my next project on that house. So this house did take me a little bit longer to finish, because obviously I did not know what I was doing. And I had to learn. I did 95% of it by myself. I did hire somebody I had a roof leak, and I probably could have figured out how to do that, but I'm afraid of heights, so I didn't want to get up there. And I did hire a person to fix that roof leak, and then there was something wrong with my heater, so I didn't know that either. So I had somebody do that. The rest I did by myself. I did this house, and then I got it rented. I moved on to the next house. I learned how to fix toilets. I learned how to do my cabinets. I refinished them with chalk paint, which it sounds weird, but still to this day everybody thinks it's new cabinets, and it was not. I just changed the hardware on it, changed the hinges. So you'd be surprised how much you can do yourself on a limited budget. And when I say limited, I mean limited. So I learned how to do that. I got onto the next house, and then I kept going forward. So the moral to the story is, failure is never an option. If you give yourself that little escape clause, that if you don't do this, you're going to go do this, then you're going to fail. You're in any business or relationships or anything that you do, with that escape clause, when things get hard, that's when you walk out. So failure is never an option. You do whatever it takes. So those of you who are out there who are having a hard time, remember, I started with $500, and you can do it. I know I hear people all the time saying, well, you never had to go through this. Oh, yes, I had to go through my own share. It's just how you handle it, and it's all a mindset. You push through it, and you can do it. Now we just moved into this house, and the front of the house, I have this beautiful lake. So, and it's so peaceful out here. So I'm just sitting here and appreciating everything that's has happened. I worked hard to get here, extremely hard. I can't even tell you how many nights I did not sleep or slept for hours, but it's all worth it. You know, I had a mission and a goal in mind. So if you're going through some hard times, failure is not an option.